doing, buddy? Got something good to roll around in there?
Hey, I hope you guys take time to watch this video. I really got some time under my belt now with this tree saw. I've learned a lot, and what I'm getting ready to do here is really put it through its paces. I'll make it move fairly fast at the beginning of the video so you guys it won't get too bored. But I'm also going to show some of the full length cuts, like how long it actually takes, and not, we use video magic, and sometimes you guys want to see the real deal from start to finish. So this could be a little bit longer video, but just skip to what part you like.
Hey, good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony. This is Tony's Tractor Adventure. We got the Gizmo dog here somewhere running around, and we got Tanya behind the camera, so the video should be much better than the last video. Anyway, today we're going to take the Bomb-Lite tree saw and continue on working in the goat pasture. However, if you can look over here, we got 3 inches of rain, and this area right here is full of springs, and you can see where, like over here, I almost got stuck the other day. So we're going to let this dry up a little bit. We're going to work our way back to the other end of the southern end of the property, and the ground on that end is a little more solid. I think we're going to do a lot better down there until this dries up. So this is left over from the food plot that I put in last year. We tilled this, and there's wheat and clover and all kind of stuff left in this. So we got to start this year already. So let me show you a find we had. This is a black cherry that blew down and broke off, and I thought it was rotten, but it's actually a solid tree. This is about a 20-inch diameter tree, maybe not that much, maybe 18-inch diameter. And it's straight and long, black cherry. We just found us a saw log. That's some real black gold right there. Cherry's got blight in it, so there's not cherry this big anymore. Okay, what I did is I moved that log out of the way because it fell across our little path. So we've not been able to get back here with a tractor or a side-by-side. That's all gonna change today. Let me walk around this tractor and I'll show you what we're doing. This is all really level. And all back here, you can see that it's level with a bunch of little stuff, and it's really pretty firm here. Eventually, what will happen is there's a little ditch over here on this side that gets to become a big ditch. We're going to dig a pond further back here at the back, and what will happen is we're going to take that dirt and fill in these ditches, and we're going to redirect the springs all the way around the edge of this field. Put white rock in it and have a water feature. Now we're talking a year or two in advance, or in the future, but hey, it's gonna be cool. This is gonna be a cool field. What you find, buddy? You have to keep him away, okay? You need to go stay with mama.
So I'm gonna address some comments that I've got on the last couple of videos using this tree saw. And a lot of people are saying this is sketchy, this is dangerous, and I just kind of wanted to put it in perspective for some people. The next time that you go to town, I want you to walk through the Walmart parking lot on, let's say, a Saturday night when it's busy, and look at all the front tires on the cars that are at Walmart. And then you'll come to the realization that, there are a lot of people out there driving with tires that are, the belts are showing on the tires, and those people are coming at you on 2-lane roads at 70 miles an hour. And the reason I say that and want to put this in perspective is because I am able to look at the trees, evaluate each tree, make decisions on whether or not I want to cut it down with a chainsaw or do I want to use the tree saw. I have some control. And at this point, you do not have any control. When you're meeting a car head on, you have no idea what's coming at you. And we just jump in a car and take off without any thought whatsoever about safety. And yet we get so over, this is new. This is something different than most people are addressing. But if you look at it statistically, this is a lot safer to do than just drive down the road. So I hope people understand what I'm trying to say here. I'm not trying to be dismissive towards someone else's views, but I am just trying to put it in perspective. Many times we'll see something new and automatically, Just because it's new and we don't understand it, we automatically assume that it's dangerous. And don't get me wrong, this could be dangerous if you use it improperly. We're cutting down very small trees that even if they fell over on the canopy, I don't know if you noticed, we put a canopy on the tractor, that the small stuff would just bounce off. It's something that what's cutting down mostly I could just push out of the way with my arm. So again, I'm not trying to be dismissive. I just want to point out that in this situation, you have a lot more control over what you do here, whereas you meet a car head on, you have no idea what's coming at you on the other side. Just leave a comment if you disagree with me. I have no problem with that. I've answered other comments and actually used this analogy before. So here's a good example of what I talked about in one of my other videos, where if your tree is just a little bit bigger than the rating of this, especially if it flares out towards the bottom, come in and take a small cut at the bottom on one side, like a face cut with a chainsaw, and then come to the other side and back into it and go ahead and finish it all the way off. It seems to be a fairly safe thing. It's basically just like using a chainsaw. This is just something I'm doing, so I don't necessarily recommend it because it's not what the manufacturer recommends, but it really works well for me. It's really hard to see this year, but when you see me dump this tree off, what I'm doing is dumping this off into a probably close to a 15-foot ravine. It's a ditch that has washed out over the years. It's about a 15-foot drop off right there. As I said earlier, I've got a few hours under my belt now with this tree saw by Baumolite, and I really like it, but I'm thinking about taking the top link and tilting the top link back a little bit more. Right now I have the blade cutting almost directly even, which is amazing when you go to cut the stump off, because then it's just gone. The stump is absolutely even with the ground. So I could literally just come in and mow right over it. So having said all that, I believe if I tilted the top link, or tilted the unit backwards a little bit by extending the top link, it would allow me to push a little more on the trees as I'm going back. I know I've seen another video here recently where someone had added some hydraulic arms to it, which, you know, it's the two stringers that come down in the front. They replaced those with cylinders, and it allowed it to push the tree using, you know, one of your rear remotes. That's an interesting idea too, and I see where it can be easily adapted using in my current tree saw. But anyway, we'll think about that in the future.
Hey, I love this setup. The grapple, the tractor, and the tree saw. I mean, when you have stuff like this smaller stuff, you can clear a lot of land really fast. And I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell this, but I've only been out here a couple of hours, and we cleared all of this land off here. And it was just as thick as the stuff behind us just 2 hours ago. Now we could run the mulcher across this. We got a couple of stumps we got to cut up with our grind up with a stump grinder that are too big for this thing. Probably knock that down. Yeah, gosh, it's gonna be awesome. And also, I have the most awesome deer viewing lane now. I'm just saying, you guys know what I mean. So I know you guys think this is a little bit sketchy. I tell you that, you know, the things that I'm cutting down, the sizes I'm cutting that down are not that big. You know, I did do a couple big trees the other day, but most of this is just small brush, very low risk. And if you think this is sketchy, I challenge you to walk through the Walmart parking lot, look at front tires on cars, and then realize those people are coming at you at 70 miles an hour. God bless, have a great day. You like the dirt? Come on real quick, let's walk over and see how far we are from the property line.